All right, hey there, guys. I'm Chief Meteorologist Ben Pine here in the WHS 11 First Alert Storm Team alongside Storm Team Meteorologist Alden German. And we're watching out for that threat of very heavy rainfall. The main thing is going to be flooding, but also kind of a smaller risk of maybe a few stronger storms as well.
We had a similar storm system to this, I believe, in late January, where parts of southern Indiana were seeing 5 inches of rain. We had over 2.5 inches of rain in one day here in the metro. And I think this is going to be a longer duration event because it's truly going to be almost from about midnight to midnight starting tomorrow.
Yeah, and the heavy rain's going to be up and down the Ohio River Valley, and so we might see some rivers flooding, and the Ohio River might get even kind of close to flood stage as we head through the weekend. So we're going to have to watch out for some flash flood warnings, but also the potential for some river flood warnings as well. We already have a flood warning for the East Fork of the White River that goes through Jackson County in Indiana around the Seymour and Brownstown area, and you can see a few more of those flood warnings that flow into the Wabash River there in southern Indiana. Elsewhere, we have a flood watch along and north of the Bluegrass and Western Kentucky parkways. This is for tonight and really late night after midnight and goes all the way through 2 p.m. on Saturday. So here is Futurecast. We'll have a few light rain showers developing this evening as that front gets closer. That front drops right over the top of the area overnight. So after midnight, this is stopped at 2 a.m. Notice the heavy rain is over southern Indiana first. Might get some rumbles of thunder, but it's really just the intensity of the rainfall and those high rainfall rates that we have to watch out for the flooding concerns. Notice the front drops slowly to the south. So this is around the peak of the morning drive for our Friday morning. Looking at heavy rain again along and north of Interstate 64. If you're off to the south of Bullitt County, you're going to wait a lot longer, it looks like, for that heavy rain to arrive as we head through the morning on Friday. But there you can see it into the afternoon. Starting to see that heavy rain drop to the south of Louisville over central and southern Kentucky. So now we're talking about watching out for the flooding potential around Bardstown, Elizabethtown, and Litchfield. Let's go into later in the afternoon Friday, another round of heavy rain setting up over the area. And I think it's going to be late Friday, Alden, and Friday night that the main flood event could happen across the area.
It's also probably when we have our greatest chance for severe weather too, will be after sunset Friday night.
Yeah, so the low risk of severe weather continues through the afternoon, but as Alden mentioned, here's what we need to watch out for. This is when the area of low pressure, a low-level jet, let's just say a lot of energy for severe storms, will be moving through this area. We're kind of on the edge. I think we're going to see a higher severe weather threat to our southwest, down towards the lower Mississippi River Valley, Arkansas, maybe towards Paducah, far western Kentucky, but still close enough we need to watch out for this line of strong storms late Friday night. This is as we approach midnight and going into early Saturday morning. We'll finally get the storms out of here, and by around sunrise Saturday, it might be a couple sprinkles left over. But then the winds are going to kick up through the day Saturday. There's a lot going on this weekend as far as festivals, the Elite Eight. We've got home openers for Loose City and Racing, and we could have wind gusts around 30 to 40 miles per hour, with also falling temperatures to the upper 40s and lower 50s over much of the area Saturday afternoon. So the wind is kind of the leftover impact through the day Saturday. Rainfall totals around the area anywhere from around 2 to 4 inches is possible. There could be some areas that pick up locally higher amounts, so this could cause some flash flooding. Notice lighter amounts goes to around an inch once we go south of the Bluegrass Parkway down towards the Cumberland Parkway. Let's talk about the rivers. The McAlpin upper gauge downtown gets up to not quite to flood stage, which is 23 feet, but there you can see well above the normal pool, which is about 12.5 feet. So it's not maybe going to burst its banks on the Ohio River, but we'll watch it closely. Smaller river systems like the Muscatatuck River, again the East Fork of the White River, the forecast is to go up above minor flood stage at this time. If some areas pick up some heavier rain in some localized areas, again might see some moderate flooding with some of the smaller river systems. Again, a lot happening around the area this weekend. Temps look to be in the 60s, except for that quick drop in temperatures later in the afternoon on Saturday when it's going to be rather breezy. Mostly sunny, and we calm down on Sunday with a high of 66. That's going to be your pick outdoor day of the weekend. And Alden, beyond that, a quieter weather pattern and kind of seasonably cool / mild as we head into much of next week.
Maybe even a few days with below normal temperatures, just a little bit. Our average highs are continuing to rise, and we'll have to watch Tuesday night, I think, because we could be getting a little bit close to another freeze there.
All right, so just be prepared for that flooding potential. Remember to move to higher ground if a flash flood warning happens. Never try to cross any flooded roadways. And if you have any interest along some of the river systems, watch out for some rising high water there as well. We'll keep you updated as this event approaches and during the event as well. WHS11.com, and of course on air on WHS11 and on our WHS11 app as well. Stay safe out there.